Shalom, AHCHYAM, SALACHYA, which means peace be to the election of the nation of Israel, the elect being the chosen, the first fruits, the best rule, the aristocrats, the church of the firstborn. All right. Starting with the elect prophets, 144,000 out of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Shalom to the 1/3 believers of the words of Yahweh Shem Shai, who are not prophets, but who receive that the wow, which is a mark of exemption as well in the coming judgment. First, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, who all peace and salutation to the election. Again, Shemiah Mafa, my name is Mafa from the Great Millstone Plain Table Scan, located here in the city of Philadelphia. Just coming again with a wee lesson. Just wanted to kind of put out some more clarification, because I did a lesson just a few moments ago. I know, of course, the Apostle Tahar SALACHYA. His page is Tahar Banyloya, and he did a question: is Brexit spoken in the Bible? Which it is, and we know that in the book of the Daniel, the 2nd chapter, okay, which I covered very briefly, but I feel the spirit on me to more so just go a little bit more for those that may want more understanding, as you may not understand the whole power structure, okay, and that's why we have these various signs, okay, to help you understand too. Let me see. Let me get Hebrew. Let me see. I want to get this one site. You had, of course, the transitional, the end of the transitional period for British, meaning Great Britain leaving the EU. They came finally with a deal with the European Union. Okay, which prior to this Brexit situation, okay, being Britain exiting the European Union as a member state, they were one of the 28th members. Okay, now you may say, hey, well, how is that in the scriptures when you said that the European Union is 10? When you go into as you go into certain scriptures, such as Revelation the 17th chapter, where I had went into a little bit in brief. A lot of things I went into in brief, and it's like, when you think back on it, I'm like, man, I kind of need to go back over some of the different things just to more break it down a wee bit better. Okay, when you go into, of course, this here, this link with the Revelation 13 as well, okay, which it says, so he carried me away in the spirit of the wilderness, and this is John the Revelator seeing this, right, this vision. It says, and I saw a woman, which is America, sit upon the scarlet colored beast being NATO, okay, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads represent the various powers that hold up E's power structure, okay, which we'll go into. And you have the 10 horns, and the 10 horns, they say you're going to the European your 10 common markets, your European Union, which is just the old vassal. It spawned from, you have the modern day, which is, you have 28 EU members, but originally this whole 10 horns spawned from, the 28 would spawn from originally 10 horns, okay, which the 10 horns, these different European vassals you go into, which is going to your France, which I'll get the B sign as well, But these are the ancient names. Of course, you have it here. Franks, the Alemanni, which is France, Germany. Lombards is Italy. Savelli, Portugal. Anglo-Saxon, England. The Burgundians, which is Switzerland. Visigoths, Spain. Hurili, or Huril, which is, you got Hurili. You got Vandals and the Ostrogoths. Okay, you have it here. Okay. Now, no, that's just like a wee note. Now, let me see. I want to go to the sign. I want to pull up a sign, which if I can get it. So on this other site here, you used to be able to pull this up on greatmillstone.info, but you have it here on this site too. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Mark of the Beast. Chariots. And pardon me for, they said this is impromptu. Let's see, I'm going to click this one. And if not, I could just Google it. Yeah, it's not there. Let me see. Now, I'm just going to Google real quick. You have the beast sign. GMS. Man. Okay, here, right here. Yeah, the 7 heads. Of course, you go into, your Germain major, Germain minor, the French, the British, what is it, the Greeks, French, Spanish, Romans, Greeks, Germain major, Germain minor, right? So all together, 7 governments ruled by E. Okay, and you check on the sign, to tell you, of course. Let me see if I can make this bigger. It ended up going to a video. Slock. See if I can blow this up more. Shoot, it might not even blow up that much. But we'll try. Give me a wee moment. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, you had the common market, Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain, Portugal, England, Ireland, 10 West Germany. Okay, and of course you read Revelation 13 and 17. Okay, now let me see where I was at. So that, of course, you can see the beast, right, having the 7 heads and the 10 horns. Okay. Now, let me see where I was reading it in one of my other lessons. And there is the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, which speak about governments, all right, countries, on which the woman sitteth, the woman being America, all right, and the 7 kings, 5 are fallen and 1 is, all right, and this goes, of course, into, let me see, you go into fallen, what, Germain major, Germain minor, let's see, Germain major, Germain minor, Spanish, the French, and I believe you're going to, let me just double check. want to say British, but I want to or let me see. Yeah, I want to double check. Slocky, give me a moment. It's good, always good to go over this stuff over and over and over again, because you know, when you read it, be like, oh shoot. That's actually the Greek Salachya, because the British is Salachya. So yeah, 5 are fallen. That's Revelation 17:10. Slock, pardon me. All right, and it says, and there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is. The other is yet to come. All right. And when it cometh, he continue a space. Right. This, like I said, you have the 5 that are fallen. All right. Which is the Greeks, the Spanish, Germanic Major, Germanic Minor, and the French, Salachya. So Salachya for any, if you know I misquoted anything right there. The one that is the Roman Empire. The others that's yet to come is Great Britain. Okay. And when he cometh, he must continue for a short space. And the beast that was, which is talking about the Roman Empire. Okay. And is not, even he is of the 8th and is of the 7th, and goeth into perdition. And you go into it. This goes into how America, all right, which came out of Great Britain, all right, and it's going to be destroyed. Okay, it's going to go into perdition. Yahweh Shai is going to be the one that destroyed it. Okay, but it's of the 7th, all right, because America come out, of course, of Britain. It is of the 8th, right? Okay. I said 13. And these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Okay, which the beast being NATO, which these you see these various European or EU nations, they give a strength to NATO. Okay. Now, let me see. I wanted to go. Let me see. I want to go into something else. Let me see what else I wanted. Okay, yeah. So I wanted to go, and the actual these 10 horns is synonymous with the toes and such. When Daniel's the 2nd chapter with the iron with the miry clay. All right, the partly weak and the partly strong. Okay. What you see here in Daniel's, that's Daniel's chapter 2, and you can start right around this spot, 41 to 43 and such right here. All right, 42. Okay, the toes were part iron and part clay. This divided kingdom. All right, which is you have it with this is specifically talking about, of course, the whole Brexit situation with the partly strong and the partly weak. Okay, with the stronger European nations economically and the weaker ones. Okay, right. Iron is strong, clay is, that just fall apart, weak. But yeah, don't mix together. All right, so and I covered that in my other lesson, and I just want to go over this a wee bit, some more. All right, now let me see what else I wanted to bring into. Just other little wee facts and stuff from back in my I have it back in my notes and stuff. Yeah, current day 28 nations make up the 10 horns, right? But they all spawn out of, like I said, I gave you them original 10 horns and such, okay? All right. You could just do your research and such. All right. Because now, because of the Great Britain leaving, let me see, I got to go to one of my links. Leaving the European Union, that leaves them with 27 members. All right. Okay. No more seeing Britain named there anymore. Okay. So, the European Union is a political and economic union of 27 member states located primarily in Europe. Its members have combined area of, that doesn't matter, but, you see right there. And they most likely officially talked about the Brexit. Got to be in here somewhere in the in this in this Wikipedia. If it's not, but you see all of these different countries originally spawning from 10 though. Okay, just subdivisions and such. Well, 28 originally, but then what they call left. Britain left. All right. You can just go into that. All right. And then, of course, you go into how what's that? The whole Treaty of Rome, which you see here, in 1957, Belgium, France, Italy, Luxembourg, and Netherlands, West Germany signed the Treaty of Rome, which created the European Economic Community, which is the EEC, establishing the customs union, which the customs union, that has you allowed to, which is pretty much your whole single market. Okay, that's allowing you to have no tariffs, non-tariff barrier trade between members of custom union, unlike the free trade area. Okay. So, but now because of the whole Brexit thing, now they left the union, but they strike the deal where they are still able to conduct trade without receiving a tariff on top of it. So they can still get to be outside and strike their own trade deals, but being not a member of the whole European Union. Okay, which I went into in my previous lesson. Okay, that they wanted more sovereignty and control, because when you're under the European Union, you have to contribute money to the European Union to help support the other member states. Okay. You had the weaker member states, that benefit much off of that. Okay, but it says here the European Customs Union is a customs union which consists of member states of the European Union, EU, Monaco, and until the end of Brexit transitional period, which that just ended with, you have it. Well, it would have originally ended, I believe. It might be January the 1st. They wanted to, make this. Let me see. I could check that just to double check that, but that's why they wanted to hurry up and get this deal. Okay. The 31st of 2020 December. Okay. And they got the deal as of the 27th. I mean the 24th. That was so-called. They call it so-called Christmas Eve. UK left the European Union here on 31st of January. But that's not the end of the story. Which, of course, they had the transitional. That was 31st of January of 2020. But they had the transitional period. The transitional period, that allowed them to still, remain in the customs union, in the single market. Okay. that means until the transition period, things will stay the same and include traveling to and from EU, including the rules around driver license, freedom of movement, the right to live, work in EU, vice versa. UK-EU trade will continue without extra charges or checks to be introduced. All right. And they just had to strike a deal. They stroked the deal, though. All right, strike the deal. All right, before the transitional period expires, as you can see here in the news. Okay, and I did a little wee lesson, but I just wanted to make a little more wee bit of a revision. Okay, to the lesson, just to add more emphasis on why, of course, or where did the whole 27 members, or 28 members, which is now 27, came out of. They came out of original 10 horns and such. All right. So, I mean, that's pretty much the lesson. And, of course, I just want to say a SALACHYA for, anywhere where, there may be any discrepancies and such. And it's always room for reviewing the information, okay, and sharpen it up on our history and such. There was another fact, I believe in Brussels. They put up like 10 of the different flagpoles at the HQ in Brussels, Belgium, back in 1959. All right. It's like I said, the 10 horns is just the European vassal states, which modern day today are the same in the same area as the ancient modern 10 horns, which came together in power in 1958 under EEC, which is European Economic Community, with the Treaty of Rome. Okay, and you can of course refer back to Daniel's. You can read Daniel's the 7th chapter. You read Daniel's 2. All right, Revelation 17 and 13 concerning the beasts and such. Learning about the beasts, these 10 horns, this whole power structure of Esau, Edom. All right. So with that, I just want to say shalom, and hopefully the clarification is met. Definitely get this sign and continue to grow. So shalom.